Good morning from outside the parts store here in Canmore, Alberta. Took a lot of fiddling around last night with the front of the alternator to get my van to start without the belt squealing. And then I drove across town without power steering. Honestly, I've been broken down doing repairs in much worse places. I've had no issues at all with the power steering up until yesterday, but I have had intermittent belt squeal, very minor, for many months now. I would just fire up the van and it would squeal. I turn it off, I would wait a second, I'd fire it back up, it'd be fine, and then it would be fine for weeks before it would do it again. Well, yesterday I was running chores in town, and I went to do the last one, laundry, and yeah, it just, I spent quite a while in that parking lot in a skirt, changing out the belt and messing around with all the pulleys and stuff, trying to get that squealing to stop. And it's today's the day we're dealing with this. Look at this sweet little guy. No idea what's going on. Just had a cozy night. Alright, I got coffee. I got a new serpentine belt, because the other one is pretty old, and I got an alternator on the way. It won't be here till 2. It's 8:30 right now. And this is by far the most beautiful place I've ever been broken down. So yeah, I'll have a little bit of a morning with Frank, probably go for a walk.
That was just his wife Ruby is from. Yeah, I haven't either. It's just there, galleries like cams that Fallen Leaf, and I met Avon, so it gives us a reason to come out and paint the mountains. Wow.
Buddy, we're not going anywhere. We gotta fix the van first. Yeah, we have to hang out here for the day. You can come back here, or you can lay in the sun. Oh, you're so cute. You feeling good today, hey? Frank got his monthly Librela injection yesterday, so he's feeling good. And that's the reason we did a town day yesterday, and I showered and I did laundry, is because he had that appointment. And before that, we were off in the wilderness camping out with my friend Dominique and her puppy Sora. And we just had the best time. I had gone out there last week because there was some rain. I wanted to go just check it out. I didn't know what to expect, and I got out there and it was gloriously beautiful. And so I sent her photos and she's like, do you want to wait until Sunday so I can come out? So I was like, sure, it's nice here, and I was being productive. So she come out there, and yeah, we had a just amazing couple days hanging out, telling stories and filming and working and going for walks. Yes, charge your camera. Make sure you have space on your memory card. I might howl. I might get giddy and howl.
Yeah, I think it's already here. It's definitely already here. It's just more of a matter of it's just going to get brighter.
And we also just watched such a beautiful Aurora show. So we're just going for a little wander before we roll out of camp. How are you feeling after last night?
Blissed out. Last night was probably one of the best nights of my life.
Yeah. It was amazing. I'm a little short on sleep, so honestly I feel like trash, but it was worth it.
Worth it.
Worth it. So yeah, that was amazing. We had just had a really nice time. It's really fun to camp out with van friends, especially van friends who work online in a creative realm like I do. So it was really awesome. You know, I'm only in the Rockies for about 2 weeks, so I did not expect to go spend a week parked in the same place, but it was well worth it. It was amazing. And then we rolled out Tuesday night together. We drove out together, and I stopped before hitting pavement and spent a night out there. And she came into town, and then I just come in Wednesday. And so, you know, I'm pretty lucky that I got into town and got almost all my chores done before my van started giving me heck. Speaking of giving me heck, it's a lot less fun when my body does it, which is why I find proper hydration so valuable, and that is made a lot easier thanks to today's sponsor, who is Drink Element. Element is a super tasty electrolyte drink mix that also comes in a 16-ounce can of sparkling beverage, which has been so nice to share with Dominique after a big hike. But whether you're enjoying the sparkling beverage or the drink mix, it's the same science-backed blend of electrolytes and none of the other BS you absolutely don't need in an electrolyte drink mix. Element is so much more than just a tasty drink mix. Electrolytes play a vital role in so many different functions within the body, and so whenever you sweat, you lose electrolytes, and it's really important to replenish those. I notice way less cramping and headaches when I'm on top of my electrolytes, and I just feel like I perform better. If you'd like to give Element a try, go to drinklmnt.com/TIDELINETOALPINE. And when you do that and you make any purchase, whether it's the drink mix or the sparkling beverage, you're going to get a sample pack included. The sample pack has 8 of their tasty flavors, so you can see which one you'd like to try next. And that deal is available no matter how many times you've purchased through Element. So if you're a repeat customer like myself, come back to my channel, use the link, get that free sample pack. It helps me out, which I really appreciate. And if you're not sure whether or not you're going to enjoy Element, they do have a no hassle money back guarantee. So if you happen to not like it, which I doubt will be the case, they will give you a full refund and you won't have to deal with sending back the product. With that said, thank you so much to Element for sponsoring this video, and now let's get my van fixed. You know, I'm 99% certainty it's a bad alternator, but that one's been in there for 3 years, and for the past 2 years I've been running the DC to DC, charging my house system off it, so I have been working it hard. So the fact that it made it this long already is awesome, and so, you know, I'm going to put a new one in, and if that's not the problem, at least I have a new alternator, and I'll have to move on to the next option. And, you know, it's a beautiful day. It's not raining. It's dry. I'm not upset about any of this. And I'm just grateful that this is something I can do, that I was able to diagnose the problem while doing laundry, and now I'll be able to fix it. I'm in a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful spot with my best friend. And I have a friend in town, you know, Dominique will come help me if I want help, or like I don't know, she offered to bring me anything I want. So it's really nice. It's great. Best possible way to have vehicle issues. And once we get it fixed, we're going to go out camping and have some more fun together. And yeah. All right, it is finally time to get going on this. The part is supposed to be here in an hour and 20 minutes. It would have been great if the part was here and I could have just got on it first thing in the morning, but yeah, it was nice to go for a walk, and then I just did some work. Right, the ground for the DC to DC, or not the ground, the ignition. These should pull apart. There we go. Yes, I wired everything so that I can remove this without having to re-crimp stuff. Here we have the supervisor on duty. He's very serious about his job. He's just keeping an eye on the tools. Although he's not very good at passing them to me, and that's okay because you're so precious. Okay, I have disconnected my battery, and now I just need to get the belt off. And now I can remove the alternator. Why can't I get this boot off? There we go. Okay, I need a small wrench. Thankfully, there's not a ton of bolts, and it's really easy to access. And it takes really basic tools. Tools anyone who lives in their vehicle should have on hand. You should have at least a basic socket and like wrench set. I think it was this number 8. Nope. Ah, it's right here. Give myself more space to work, and I need to cover that. Throttle body is safe from getting junk inside. Now I have a bit more space to work. So there is also a plug. So it seems that the nut that holds the power cable onto the alternator is seized to the stud that comes out of the alternator. And I broke it free from the alternator, which isn't good. Alright, I have been messing around with this for quite a while. There's supposed to be 3 of these holding my alternator together. One is missing. This one came out in my hand. And because, like, the internet says to take the alternator apart to get at the back of that stud. But if I do that, I lose $70 on core charge. So I just talked to the very helpful guy at Napa and he suggested I just cut the alternator wire as close to the terminal as I can, put a new end on it, which I'm comfortable doing, and then that solves that. All right, I have an alternator. They let me cutters, so I got it out, and I'm gonna bring in my battery and they're gonna charge it up for me for free so it doesn't hurt the new alternator by firing up like too powerful. There was a tag on it that said to make sure the battery's fully charged. So yeah, it is the best parts store in town. It's also the only parts store, but it's also so far one of the best parts stores I've ever dealt with. So happy day. All right, I have shiny new alternator, and the parts guy inspected the old one and was like, yeah, that's effed. There was like a lot of bad stuff going on. So, oh yeah, I need to put an end on that wire and then install this, and I can put everything back together, put the doghouse on. Hopefully that solves all of my issues and I can go out and meet up with Dominique and go camping. The only way I know how to route this serpentine belt is the air intake has a map. Otherwise this would not be as easy.
Hi.
Hello. I'm just about to fire up my van, so I thought you could be on speaker for it.
Yes, let's go.
Okay.
Ready?
3, 2, 1. Yes, and no squealing.
I can't hear it. I can't hear it. You've got voice isolation on.
Oh, yeah. It fired up. No squealing. And I have power steering back.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna put my tools away and then text me the name of where I'm meeting you, and I'll come find parking and come meet you.
Sick. Okay. Let's do it.
All right, bye.
I'm all packed up, and I'm gonna grab us a table.
Okay, sounds good. I'll see you soon.
See you soon.
Bye. It's been a few days now since I did that alternator repair, and my van is working great. It is so nice to have a new alternator. My DC to DC is charging more efficient, and I never want to go without power steering again. If you're wondering why the power steering was an issue when the alternator needed replacing, is because I have what's called a serpentine belt. So the alternator and different pumps and pulleys and stuff like that, they're all on the same belt. So an issue in that system can create issues throughout the entire system. But it was really rewarding to do that repair and to have my van back on the road. We did get out camping and playing in the mountains, so that's going to be coming up in the next video. But I just want to say I didn't get here overnight. It took many years to build up the skills and confidence to take on repairs like this. Yeah, it's just a process that's always evolving. I'm always working to gather more skills and be more knowledgeable and just be able to do more of the repairs on my van myself. With that said, thank you so much for watching all the way through this video. I hope you enjoyed that Aurora show. That was spectacular. So much fun to share it with friends. A huge thank you to patrons and to channel members for supporting me as a creator, and I hope to see y'all in the next one.